Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and today we're going to look at the 2017 Kia Soul EX Plus. Now we're narrowing it down a little bit to specific models, and that's because the Kia Soul competes with a whole huge range of vehicles. The LX model has a 1.6 liter engine with about 130 horsepower. The EX model has a 2 liter engine, but there are 4 EX models. There's the EX, the EX Plus, the EX Tech, and the EX Premium. And now for 2017, there's an SX model, which there's always been an SX model, but this year the SX model has a turbo engine. So it is a really diverse lineup of vehicles, and the reason you see so many of them on the road is because they compete with everything from an economical small car right up to a premium small SUV. So this particular vehicle, if you're looking at a car and maybe you've been sent this video by one of our salespeople, this is the 2017 Kia Soul EX Plus, and it's probably going to be our volume leader, our volume model for this vehicle, because this is kind of the sweet spot in between the nice luxury features and a step up from some of the base features. So let's start by taking a look at maybe the back end of the 2017 Kia Soul EX Plus. So I always like to start with the back end of the vehicle, because if you're buying a boxy vehicle like this, you're looking for something that's really versatile and has a lot of storage space. So the Kia Soul has a very easy to open hatch, easy to reach. I'm about 6 feet tall, so I can still clear it, but if you're shorter, you can still easily reach it. It's got a handle, so you don't have to reach all around to the top, and it's got a really wide opening for anything you need to bring in. So like I always say, if you need to go to IKEA, take your Kia to IKEA. This is gonna fit everything you need. Thing I like about it, underfloor storage. You've got a lot of dividable storage here. You've got tie downs in here so you can keep your luggage secure when you're driving. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but you've got really big fold down seats. So we've got the one side's folded, there's the other side folded, so you can fit a lot of stuff in a very short vehicle. It's short, which makes it easy to park, easy to manage, but it's got a ton of space inside. And for people looking for small cars, they're always amazed at how much space you can get inside of such a small car. If you're looking for small SUVs, you really need to see about the height in the back area. Some of them are really small. Something like the Nissan Juke has a very small back end. A lot of them have very small rear seats, and we're going to take a look at those next. So if you've seen any of our reviews before, you always see me talking about the back seat, and the one thing I always mention with all of the Kias is something that people forget to look at when they're shopping for a car. Really, really wide opening doors. As I've mentioned before, I've got young kids, and it's such a pain to get those car seats in and out if you don't have big wide opening doors. The Kia Soul is a very small, very short car, but the wide opening doors means you have a ton of room to put your child seats in if that's an issue for you. If you don't have child seats, you can fit an adult. There's a lot of small SUVs and a lot of small cars that you just can't fit an adult back here. But this is really, really comfortable. I'm about 6 feet tall. This seat is set for exactly where I would have it, maybe even an inch back further because I'm wearing big winter boots. But there's a lot of legroom here. There's a ton of headroom, and that's what that boxy style does for you. Some people don't like the boxy style and they don't want to check out the car because they think they don't like that style. We have all kinds of people that come to the dealership, they check out the Kia Soul, and they're amazed because it fits what they're looking for. It's a lot easier to get over the style when you realize that the styling isn't just styling, it's built for practicality. Every piece of design in this car is built like that for a reason. So in this EX Plus model, you've got cloth seats. Now I'm a big fan of cloth, but these are really nice cloth seats. I'll show you some pictures of the front seats. They've got some patterns in them. You've got the armrest here, 2 cup holders. You've got a lot of space. The big thing is space, and that's what the Kia Soul is known for, a really smart design. So now let's move to the front seat. The front seat of this car is where you start to see some of the changes that happen from year to year. Now this car's been out for a few years, so it is by no means out of date. They're always adding features and adding things here and there. So the EX Plus model has all kinds of features that the higher end models from just a year ago didn't have. Here's an example. This car, of course, it's got tilt and telescopic steering wheel like every other Kia Soul in the past, but it also now has, in the EX Plus model, or actually every EX, it has a heated steering wheel. Now we've had heated seats in just about every Kia for a long, long time now. Heated steering wheels are making their way through the lineup as well. And if you've never driven a car with a heated steering wheel, you are never, ever going to want to give that feature up. It's a great, great feature. And it's available right on the EX, anything in the EX model, but of course in this EX Plus model. The other thing that I love, and this is new for 2017, so again, if you're comparing Kia Souls from the past, or if you're watching reviews online, if you're not looking at a 2017, it may be a little bit different. But this one, the EX Plus for 2017, has a 7-inch screen in the middle. Now that does a lot of things for you. If you have an Android phone, it has Android Auto. If you have an Apple phone or an iPhone, it has Apple CarPlay. Those are 2 features that give you navigation in this level. Now the navigation on CarPlay and on Android Auto is fantastic because the maps are up to date, which is what you can't say that about most automobile navigation systems. But the routing is up to date. A lot of time the road you want to go to or the location you want to go to is on the map, but the GPS isn't really up to date with how to get there quickly. And as an example, I drove a car with a GPS and Android Auto. Android Auto took me a half an hour less to do a 2-hour trip by using Google Maps systems compared to the manufacturer's mapping system. So there's a huge advantage to having a mapping system that will update all the time with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The other big thing you get is ability to send text messages and receive them just by your voice. It's a very simple interface, and we have videos out there that'll show you how to do that on Apple CarPlay. We'll get one up for Android Auto. It's a great system to allow you to keep up with the modern world. And of course, like your cell phone, this system will get updates as you move forward. So you can play music through here like Spotify. But one feature I found out just recently, when I plug my Android phone into this system, instead of just the audio, one of the things I can listen to is police scanners. It's just an app that I have that works through Android Auto. So if there's an accident in the area, and especially if I'm in an area where I'm not used to, I can hear what's going on by listening to the police scanner radios. So all kinds of features are going to be added to this, just like your cell phone gains features over time, that system will gain features over time as well. The other thing is everybody loves a backup camera. All of the EX models have a backup camera. The 7-inch screen in the EX Plus is amazing when you're backing up, because sometimes you'll find that these tiny little screens don't work really all that well for a backup camera. 7-inch screens with a really high definition screen makes it much easier to back up. But visibility in this car overall is fantastic. Out the front, out the back. Most cars you can't see every corner of the car. Whether you're tall or short, this is a car where you can really see all the corners of the car, and you've got that backup camera on a massive screen with high resolution that makes it really easy to see. So what else do we have in this car? There's a little thing that says clean air on the dash. If you haven't followed our videos before, if you go to our website, there's a videos page and it says, why does my dash say clean air? That talks all about this, and basically what it does is it filters the air. If you're an allergy sufferer like me, you have filtered air, so you don't have to worry about the pollen in allergy season. And this is a huge feature for me, because when springtime hits, I start sneezing. But in a car like this, I'm fine. So it's a really cool feature. You've got all kinds of steering wheel controls. You've got automatic headlights, a ton of options on your wipers for intermittent, rear wiper as well. It's a really comfortable place to be, and a lot of little features that you don't think of, like the steering wheel, or the headrests on this car move forward. So you can go 1, 2, 3 clicks forward. So it's right near your head or away from your head, depending on how you like to sit, where you have the seat angle. So it's not just the seats that are adjustable. Of course, like most modern cars, they're height adjustable, forward, back, they can tilt, but you've also got adjustable headrests. Put that in conjunction with the tilt telescopic wheel. You are always comfortable in this car. If you're sharing this car with somebody of different heights, great visibility, great comfort, that kind of thing. The 2-liter engine is standard in the EX model. That's 2 liters with a 6-speed transmission. The 6-speed transmission has gears that you can shift manually, and it also has, of course, the automatic transmission. They call it the Sport Shift transmission. 3 features that I like on this is 3 drive modes: Eco, Normal, and Sport. Normal is what you would have the car set up from the factory. That works great. Eco is if you're someone like me who likes to get a little bit better fuel economy, you hit that button, and keep in mind all of the fuel economy numbers you see on the sides of these cars, they're set up in normal. You hit Eco, you can exceed those numbers. If you want something that's more fun to drive, gives you more torque, more power, switch it to Sport, and you can drive for sportiness. So the front seat of this car, if you're looking at 2017, that's where you start to see where you're getting more and more value trickling down the lineup. And like I said, the EX Plus is going to be the value model for us. If you want something extra, we can get that for you. If you need something a little less expensive, we can do that as well. 3 engines on this car. The 2 liters has always been a very powerful one, but now you're finding there's a turbo in the SX, so this EX model is becoming the premium model of the years before. So 2017 is an exciting year for the Kia Soul. As I step outside of the car, you start to notice some of the little features. Like for instance, you've got stitching on the top of the dash, and more stitching again on the steering wheel. The cloth seats have cool stitching on the side, and they've got a really cool pattern on the back side of the front seats. There's a whole bunch of little features that you don't notice at first, but they make a difference. Satellite radio is standard in the EX Plus, but look at the presets on the left-hand side. You don't have to have just satellite presets. You can have satellite, AM, and FM presets right on the main screen. Little details that make a difference. One cool feature that was in the original Kia Soul that's back again is this music and mood lighting system. There's actually lights surrounding the front door speakers, and you can change them to change with the mood, or change as a mood light, and you can also change them to go to beat with the music, so they change colors with the music and pulse with the music. So it's really cool. A couple little features that just set the car apart. And speaking of setting yourself apart, a car like this has only been around for a few years, yet it's already an iconic car. Everybody knows what it is, and that's pretty impressive. But why does everybody know what it is? It's not just the shape, it's because you see so many on the road. And again, this is a car that has outlasted all of the boxy cars that came in with it. Honda Element, the Nissan Cube, the Saturn IQ, all those box cars that came out around the same time the first Kia Soul came out, they faded away. And that's because this car has a whole bunch of little features that you need to see to understand and experience to understand. Kia Soul owners are some of the most fiercely loyal owners out there. This car's won award after award for holding its resale value. So if you're looking at a small car, or if you're looking at a small SUV, this is a car you have to test drive to understand. It's something that we find a lot of our customers take a look at, they aren't sure about, and then they get in and see the little details that have allowed this vehicle to have the staying power that it's had. That's why people buy a Kia Soul. So if you're interested in any car that competes with this car, come on down to Brantford Kia, give it a test drive, see how you like it. At least you have something to compare to all the other vehicles, and I bet you're gonna like the Kia Soul EX Plus.